Day of tensions inside and outside the Supreme Court today as the High Court considers whether the government can order citizens, order you, to have health insurance. On the other side of the country, the Arizona governor, Brewer, is the nation's only governor not to take any legislative action toward implementing the Affordable Care Act, also known as ObamaCare by some of its critics. She's part of a lawsuit also challenging the rule. Governor Brewer joins us now from Arizona. Governor, I know you oppose this law. I know you've joined a suit saying it's unconstitutional, but you haven't taken any steps in your states to be ready to implement it. If the High Court says it's fine, it can stay in place, won't you be caught flat-footed?
Well, that's not entirely correct, John. I have taken steps here in Arizona because I felt it was the right thing to do, not knowing exactly what the Supreme Court is going to do. But I've started down the path, and we are starting to implement the health exchanges. And we will be ready to set it up and move forward so we don't put Arizona at risk of losing millions of dollars from the federal government in case they do win. But if they lose, I can just shut it right down. So I've tried to do the best on both sides of this issue, but I believe that we're going to win this case. I believe it's totally unconstitutional, and it is absolutely unaffordable. It's unaffordable for Arizona, for sure, and it's unaffordable for America.
And if you can, in your words, shut it down, what do you tell the estimated just shy of 60,000 young adults in Arizona who are now allowed to stay on their parents' health coverage because the law moves the age up to 26? Or what do you tell the 1,700-plus Arizonans who had pre-existing conditions who couldn't get health insurance a year ago but can now? What do you tell them if you win?
Well, first and foremost, you know, I understand their plight. We've all been at some time maybe in that kind of situation. The bottom line is that I don't believe the federal government, and that is what is at issue, but I think states ought to have rights, and those are issues that we can determine and that we can solve at a state level. You know, government just simply can't do everything for everyone. You know, under the existing circumstances, I understand there are situations where people indeed need care and need services. But I believe in America that the majority of those people are getting those services under situations and circumstances that are afforded to them by their health care providers and their state government. We need the federal government to understand in regards to this lawsuit that it is going to have long time going forward implications on our country, on liberty, and on freedom. And it's just not about health care. It's about states' rights, and it's about mandating
to that point, you have endorsed Mitt Romney for the Republican presidential nomination. As you know, it's a big constitutional question for the court. It's also a fierce debate in our politics. Senator Santorum, who still thinks he has a shot at getting the nomination, he says if Republicans nominate Governor Romney, it will be a disaster. Let's listen.
He's the worst candidate to go against Barack Obama on the most important issue of the day. That's what I said yesterday. That's what I've said in every single speech that I've been giving throughout the course of this campaign.
Would Governor Romney on this health care issue be the worst possible thing the Republican Party could do?
I don't believe so, or I wouldn't have endorsed him. I think he's got the support of good conservative Republicans throughout America. I think that Governor Romney wants the opportunity to go to the drawing board, and if a solution is needed, that he wants to work with all of us to get it solved. I think he wants to work with governors, he wants to work with state government, and he wants to do what's right for the people of Arizona. And he's a big proponent of states' rights, and he's a big proponent of freedom, and that's what counts.
Governor Brewer of Arizona, appreciate your time tonight.